On the edge of a quiet mountain town stood an old hotel called Hotel Aurora. It wasn't famous. It wasn't luxurious. Yet everyone in the town believed one thing. No one ever left the hotel the same way they arrived. The hotel was built decades ago by a man named Henry Aurora, a kind-hearted dreamer who believed that people didn't need luxury to heal, only understanding. After his death, the hotel remained, carrying his silent promise within its walls. Arrival of a broken man. One cold evening, a man named Daniel Carter arrived at Hotel Aurora. His clothes were neat, but his eyes were tired, eyes of a man who had lost everything. Once a successful businessman, Daniel had lost his company, his reputation, and most painfully, his wife in a tragic accident. He checked in without much conversation. Room 23, the receptionist said softly. Her name was Elena, a woman with calm eyes and a gentle smile. Stay as long as you need. Daniel didn't know why, but her words felt heavier than usual, as if she understood his pain without asking. That night, Daniel couldn't sleep. The walls felt alive, whispering memories he wanted to forget. Around midnight, he heard soft piano music drifting through the hallway. Curious, he followed the sound. The pianist with no audience. In the hotel lounge sat an old man playing the piano. His fingers moved slowly, yet every note was filled with emotion. You play beautifully, Daniel said. The old man smiled. Music listens when people don't. I lost my family, Mr. Lewis said calmly. Music is all that remembers them. Daniel felt something shift inside him. For the first time in years, he wasn't alone in his pain. The woman running from fear. The next morning, Daniel met a young woman in the dining area. Her hands trembled as she held her coffee. Her name was Maya. She was running, from an abusive past, from fear, from herself. This hotel feels safe, she said quietly. Daniel nodded. It does. As days passed, Daniel began noticing something strange. Everyone in the hotel had a story. A writer who had lost inspiration. A mother who had lost her child. A soldier haunted by war. And yet, despite their pain, there was warmth in the air. The staff listened without judgment. The walls seemed to absorb sorrow and return hope. Room 23's secret. One night, Daniel found an old diary hidden inside the drawer of room 23. It belonged to Henry Aurora, the hotel's founder. The diary read, "They leave whole, not because I fix them, but because they face themselves." Daniel realized something shocking. The hotel didn't change people. It simply gave them the space to change themselves. A fire that revealed truth. One stormy night, a fire broke out in the hotel kitchen. Smoke filled the hallways. Panic spread. Daniel, without thinking, rushed to help guests evacuate. He guided an elderly woman outside, carried a child in his arms, and helped Mr. Lewis escape safely. As firefighters arrived and the flames were controlled, Daniel stood outside, shaking. Elena approached him. You saved lives. Goodbyes and new beginnings. The hotel suffered damage, but no lives were lost. The next morning, guests began to leave, changed. Mr. Lewis decided to teach music to orphan children. Maya left to start a new life, her fear replaced with courage. The writer began writing again, inspired by real human stories. Daniel packed his bags last. Before leaving, he asked Elena, "Why does this hotel feel magical?" She smiled. Because people finally listen to their hearts here. Daniel left Hotel Aurora with a lighter soul. He didn't return to his old life. Instead, he opened a small community center, helping others rebuild, just like he did. The hotel still stands. Years later, Hotel Aurora still stands on the mountain's edge. New guests arrive every week, lost, tired, broken. And every time someone asks about the hotel, the townspeople smile and say, "It's not a hotel. It's a second chance."